right, Allison. The men's basketball team will come back from holiday break for a pair of games this week. The Hogs will host CSU Bakersfield on Wednesday night at Bud Walton. The Cal State Roadrunners are 7-7 on the year, coming off of a loss to Delaware on Wednesday. Coach Anderson and the Hogs are hoping to use this game to build some positive momentum going into conference play. And speaking of it, after CSU this week, the Hogs will gear up for the start of their SEC schedule against the Tennessee Volunteers. That game will be at noon at Bud Walton. And according to the Razorbacks website, it's already sold out. And the women's squad will be at Bud Walton on Thursday to host Grambling State University. The Tigers have lost their last 4 games, including losses against Arkansas State and Alabama. But the Hogs are coming off a tough loss to Arizona State, where the Sun Devils doubled the Hogs' score and held Malcolm Monk to 12 points. The women's team will tip off their SEC schedule next Sunday at home against Ole Miss. The Rebels are coming up into this week off a pair of losses, so the Razorbacks are hoping to swing some momentum in their favor with their win against Grambling this week. In men's SEC action today, the Hogs' first conference opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers, visited the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. The Vols struggled with fouls early in the first half and went into the locker rooms with a 1-point lead. But they must have gotten quite the talking to, because they came out firing, scoring in 7 of their first 10 possessions in the second half. The Vols would end up taking this one 79-60, and now they have a week off before coming to Bud Walton next weekend. And in New Orleans today, the Kentucky Wildcats and UCLA Bruins battled it out as part of the 4th annual CBS Sports Classic. The Cats are the only SEC team in the Classic, and they fell to the Bruins with a final of 83-75. In NFL action today, the Colts are in Baltimore, where the Ravens are battling for one of those AFC wildcard spots. This game is currently in the third quarter, with Baltimore leading 16-7. The Ravens are hoping that a win here will push them past the Bills and Titans for one of those coveted playoff spots. And later tonight, the Green Bay Packers hope to slow the Vikings' roll before the playoffs. The Cheeseheads will be missing Aaron Rodgers, though, after he was put on injured reserve for some rest and recovery. So any hope of the Packers staying in the playoff race rests on Brett Hundley's shoulders. And it was a heartbreaker in the Birmingham Bowl today. Pick it up in the 4th quarter, where South Florida pulls ahead of Texas Tech with Marquez Valdez-Scantling taking this pass 64 yards to the house to take 31-27 lead into the final 5 minutes. But the Red Raiders responded immediately when TJ Vasher is found wide open in the end zone, making it 34-31. And in the final 30 seconds of the game, the Bulls' Tyre McCants beats his man down the sideline for the game-winning grab. South Florida's 3rd touchdown in the 4th quarter would seal the deal as they win it 38-34. And looking ahead to bowl games involving SEC teams this week, the Texas Longhorns and Mizzou Tigers will be playing in the Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl on Wednesday. And on Friday, the Texas A&M Aggies and Demon Deacons from Wake Forest will battle it out in the Belk Bowl. Also on Friday, the Music City Bowl should just be called the Battle of the Wildcats at this point, as Kentucky and 21st ranked Northwestern play in Nashville. And wrapping up the week ahead, 23rd ranked Mississippi State will square off against Lamar Jackson and the Louisville Cardinals. And of course, we can't forget Georgia taking on Oklahoma and Alabama battling Clemson in their games on New Year's Day as part of the college football playoff semifinals. 4029 News will be right back.